and they wounded you at 5. And now I'm 30 years old. That same situation where I got hurt at, the devil's going to disguise it to something to take place while I'm 30 years old because I'm familiar to that spirit. And it's going to still keep coming at me until I get delivered and free from it. And that's why you find certain people, they get upset because they're not growing, because they're not dealing with their issues. See, it may be, you may say, well, it's the issue on the job with my supervisor, when really it go back to your childhood. You had an issue with dad or mom. You see what I'm saying? And see, we try to make it, no, if it's just her, if she just get herself right. No, because if you don't went to 20 jobs, and every time you go on the job, it's a supervisor, it ain't the supervisor, it's you. 20 places ain't going to be the same. It's you. And see, that's when we got to make up our mind and say, you know what? It's me. And I got to stop blaming people and really deal with me. Because see, and that's what Jesus is saying. He said, I'm looking for some people that need me. That's all he wants. He wants you to need him to say, you know what? No matter how bad it may be, he going to help me. He going to help me. He's willing to work it out. He's willing to help. So in other words, well, he tell you, I want you to fast twice a week. Guess what? You need to fast twice a week. He tell you need to get your scriptures, and I need you to lay before me at least 3 to 4 times a week. Guess what? You need to do your part, because if you really want to be healed, guess what? You're going to do what he told you need to do. It ain't no different from the doctor tell you take your antibiotic twice a week for 7 days, and then you're going to be healed of the flu. See, we'll do what the doctor say, but Holy Ghost say, I need you to fast. I don't want you to watch no TV, no Facebook, no nothing. I want you to do what I say do and focus on my word. What you going to do? And see, we don't got to the point that we'll read the Bible. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He makes me to lie down in the green pastures. He leads me beside still waters. He restored my soul. See, you so religious, you ain't even catching to what he trying to tell you. You just saying, I read the Bible, so I'm believing God to heal me. How you believing God to heal you when you reading it like you're reading a novel? You can't read the Bible like you're reading a novel. The Lord is my shepherd. What is he saying? He said, I am the one that will lead and guide you. I am the one that will take care of you. I'm the one that will show you the way. Even when it gets hard, I'm the one going to show you which direction to go. He said, even when you go into a place of darkness, even when it seems like people gave up on you, I'm the one that's going to take it. See, that's what he's saying. But see, that ain't what you read. Because when you got it, Lord, my shepherd, I shall not want. Lord, I need you to do this. Well, he telling you to tell him to pray back to him, I shall not want. Because he going to take care of me. I can't worry about it because my Lord shall supply all my needs. I'm giving him back his word because see, when Jesus began to fight with Satan, after he came from that 40-day fast, he spoke the word. See, he said, man shall not live by bread alone, but every word that proceeds out of the mouth of God. So therefore, if Jesus fought with the word, who are we to think that we're not supposed to fight with the word? That's the reason I'm talking. I'm conscious when I say, well, you may be married and you looking at your husband like that's your daddy. Physically, I know that that's not my daddy. Right. But subconsciously, I'm treating him like he my daddy. Right. You see what I'm saying? Because as a child, who do children look at when they stay at home with their parents? They ain't looking at no other man but their parents. Right? So the male figure, which is the father in the household, he determines what kind of man their daughter going to marry. So if he a person that beat up on the mama, guess who the daughter going to be attracted to? Abusive men. Guess what? If that child see their daddy cheating on their mama a lot, guess who they going to be attracted to? Whorish men. Because that's what they saw. Come on. And not only that, to take it further, and then if that child don't have a close relationship with their father, guess what? They'll end up getting married and have a struggle even connecting with their husband because of what they saw with their father. Right. And that's why it's so important that we as parents, especially when you got little children, you got to let them see mama and daddy hugging, mama and daddy loving on each other. Because that's shaping your daughter to what kind of man that she's going to marry. And see, and that's why when you got some men, when they abuse, when little girls, when they see their father abuse their mother, and suppose the father was so much a couple years older than their mother, it'll have that young girl, she'll like dating older men, because she's looking for a father figure. Because even though she think she'll equate having sex and love to a father figure. And see, and that's why these things are very, very important. And so you got to make sure, because you'll say, I ain't going to do it. And next thing you know, you'll be doing the exact thing that you said that you wasn't going to do. Because subconsciously, your mind records it. Unless you really paying attention to what you're doing. Because you'll do the exact same thing. I told y'all about with me. I hated stuff what I seen in my childhood. And that thing I was at my husband by what I saw. He had nothing to do with it. But because of what I saw in childhood, here I am, a married woman, subconsciously I'm seeing what happened in childhood. I automatically perceive man to be like what I saw. You know, that's why you hear some women, all men ain't nothing but dogs. No, they ain't. You got some good men out there. But because they have seen all men be doggish growing up, they think all men are like that. And you have some people, some men, you know, a man gonna be a man. I don't believe that saying. Because you got some good men out there that love God and love their wives and that will appreciate them. But see, people have said that because